Hello everyone, this is Ryan here, and today I'm going to be having another staff interview, and today it is with Firestar, so if you'd like to introduce yourself, that'd be nice.
Of course, yeah. I am Firestar891, and I'm currently the lead of the recruitment team, as well as mentoring trainees, and also the lead of the blacklist and the streams team. And I've been staff for about 3.5 years, and yeah, that's pretty much me.
Alright, that's awesome. So, if you can remember that far back, when did you get trainee?
Yep, I got accepted on December 14, 2014, so quite a while ago.
And who was the who was accepting trainees back then?
The lead of recruitment at that point and trainee management was Byron, Angier, and Dusky, kind of all of mixed together.
Okay. So and then how long did it take for you to get Sr.Mod from that point?
I applied for the applications team in April of 2015, and I got accepted then, and I got promoted to recruiter / Sr.Mod in July, but I was Sr.Mod on support in March, so technically March, I guess.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. We got a couple mods here too. And then I wanted to know once you got Sr.Mod, what was the first thing that you did? On the applications team.
Well, back then, apps team did pretty much almost everything recruitment does. The only thing they didn't do was observe and accept trainees. So the first thing I did, I was actually on vacation when I got promoted. So after I came back from vacation, it was really cool to have that surprise. But I think the first thing I did was just kind of look over all of the new stuff I had access to.
If you're going to give a tip to someone who was applying for a trainee, what's like your number one tip that you would give them?
This is something I'd pretty much tell anyone for any position, but the number one quality or tip that I would suggest is having good time management skills, because that way you have a good understanding of how active you can be, when you can dedicate time, how much time you can dedicate, and if you kind of have at least not necessarily a set schedule, but even just a good idea of the amount of time that you'll be available for, you can kind of plan around that and use that to the best of your ability.
Okay. If you were asked to become an admin, would you do it? And why?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'd love to continue helping Mineplex however I can, and so if that's, I guess, moving up the ladder, as they say, I'd be totally down for that, but if they would like me to help out elsewhere, then I'd be okay with that too.
Alright, that's a pretty good answer. So this is kind of off what I've been asking you, but what's your favorite game mode on Mineplex?
Ever, my favorite game is Wizards, which was removed, but yeah, out of the current games, I play a ton of mixed arcade, so probably either Dragons or Super Paintball.
Okay. So if you could, do you spend most of your times reviewing applications or playing games on Mineplex?
Mostly I spend time processing apps, giving interviews, observing people, answering messages, and mentoring trainees. I play games. I definitely play games every week, but it's not really a daily thing that I do, so it just, kind of whenever.
And how much time would you say a day you spend reviewing applications, and how many do you think you review in one day?
Oh goodness. I usually spend an hour or two on apps and interviews. I just processed applications earlier, and I think I processed about 20. And that didn't take very long, but yeah, it just depends. I'm a pretty fast reader and writer, so whenever I comment on applications, it doesn't take me that long. So I can comment on a lot of applications in a short amount of time.
Okay. when you're looking at an application, is there any like go-to thing that you'd be like, okay, this is like an instant deny?
For me, I would say it's if you can kind of tell their heart isn't in it. Not necessarily it's a troll app or something, but they kind of just appear to be applying for the heck of it, or just like there's not a real good reason why they're applying. That's kind of vague, but.
And I heard it was quality over quantity. Is that a true statement?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So kind of, are you like, if you could elaborate, are you allowed to share with us anything about the interview process?
Yeah. Interviews are my favorite part of the process, so I can definitely talk about that a bit, but I'd say basically what happens is if we like your app, I send you a message that says, hey, we like your app, and I usually send a little questionnaire, kind of like questions to get to know you and stuff that the interviewer can ask you, and other things like that. And then after the person responds, I usually assign them to the interviewer I think would fit them best. I'm the only U.S. interviewer as it stands right now, so I have been taking the U.S. interviews, and all of the interviews are on Discord right now, so once it's time for the interview to get started, they'll go on Discord, and then we join, and we can play games while, like, before the interview, or chat after the interview, and then after that, we send them a message kind of with stuff to take forward for the future. But interviews usually it usually takes under an hour. They're not extremely long, but it's definitely my favorite part. Yeah, absolutely. We always ask a little bit about the applicant's personality, because it's nice to get an idea of the kind of person they are and what they want to do in the future. And then, of course, we ask them about, what brought them to Mineplex and everything. And we usually just ask a handful of questions to see how much they know, because it would be very difficult if somebody had just played Mineplex like last week and they didn't really understand all that much. It would be really hard for them to be a friendly and try to help people. All the other servers, but don't make Mineplex be above like your school or your family or anything like that. It's very important to kind of going back to what I said about time management. It's important to prioritize different things, and if you are able to spend time here helping people, that's awesome. But don't stress out over your app for anything. If you're not moving forward as fast as you want, definitely take a break and then come back later when you feel like you're doing, oh my goodness, like you're doing better. And yeah, that's my advice.
All right, awesome. Thank you everyone for watching.